AI is the thing that I'm like if you listen to AI music, you're dumb. Joe Rogan loves AI music.
Yeah,
I'm like,
course
you're
he
a
did.
fucking idiot.
I got tricked by one. I was like, this is a cool new song. And then someone told me it's AI, and I was like, oh. Damn.
Look, I am 100% going to get tricked by it. I'm sorry, I know that you're not. I didn't mean to make fun of you when I said that.
No, I don't feel made fun of. I feel like
there's a lot of tension here, and it's not going to help this podcast we're doing.
Well, even though we're all pissed off, let's start the fucking show. Welcome to the greatest conversation ever. Put your phone away,
Sorry.
Mitch. No, just kidding. My name's Ryan Rosenberg. This is Payam Banifaz, and we have a brilliantly beautiful guest today.
Folks, as I hear someone walking on the roof, I want to say,
Santa?
huh?
Could be Santa.
Santa is walking on the roof. First, we got to introduce our incredible guest.
Of course.
We got to really give him justice. We got to do him justice.
Right.
Our guest is an incredible actor,
Brilliant comedian, writer,
podcaster, legendary podcaster, beloved in the industry.
Beloved person, brilliant friend.
Brilliant friend, live comedian.
He's a live comedian.
He's alive. I mean, improv.
I don't know if I've heard a lot of voices, but this guy could do voices as well.
You can do voices.
That's right.
Let's bring him out. You're already seeing him, Mr. Mike Mitchell.
Hey, thank you for having. Oh my God, what an intro! That was so kind.
Oh, we love you. We didn't mention also the Birthday Boys, which is where I first
yes.
started
sorry,
watching
yeah.
you.
Oh my God, yeah.
Classic.
Were you at the? When did you get to the theater?
I was at the theater when you guys and A Kiss from Daddy were doing
the
a
shows.
legendary run.
So wait, what year were we talking? 2009? Were you or 2000?
Yeah, maybe something
somewhere
like that.
in there. Okay, yeah.
One of my favorite sketches of yours was you were leading some sort of tour, and your whole thing was just, please don't take my hat.
I know exactly what that is. I know exactly what that is.
Yeah. Really funny.
And folks, if you don't know, we were talking about the shared experience of being all UCB Upright Citizens Brigade performers. I started there in 2010, 2011-ish, so I think I missed kind of this stuff, unfortunately. You all were already legends when I started, so I didn't even get to see you guys perform. I think you guys weren't even performing.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Well, it was a great place. I mean, still is in many ways. I would say, yeah.
Tell me about the sex during that time. How was the sex like?
Yeah. Not good, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Lots of it, but just not good.
Yeah. I was performing poorly. But no, not a lot of it, and also I didn't really date around the theater, which is probably the smartest choice of all.
Good. Best decision you've ever made.
Yeah.
Very good.
And I didn't date in general, so that was
that's a good idea too.
I had that focus of if I just keep getting really good at this, it's gonna make me famous or something, and then the dating just happened.
It just happened. That's kind of that's where my head, which is not the way. In hindsight, not the way to look at it.
No, you have to work on it. And
yes,
how do I be in a relationship with the person?
I got to be honest, guys. That's exactly how it did work out for me. I took 101.
Yeah.
Next thing I knew, Julia Roberts and I were dating.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Pretty woman. That's
it was
wild.
a nightmare.
She is a pretty woman.
She is a pretty woman, but
Wait, it was a nightmare?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I heard that she's kind of a little rough to get along with, but in all fairness, I don't know. I've never worked with her.
I've heard the Roberts rumor. They've been swinging around. I'll say this: in those few years, not a lot of almost no sex, but I had some. There were some great jack off sessions that I had. I just want to assure you guys that there were some good times happening.
The Hollywood lifestyle is worth it, is what you're saying.
The Hollywood life. This is the Hollywood lifestyle. Wake up, rehearse for your audition.
Yeah.
Beat your meat.
Yeah.
Go to the audition.
Oh, dude, you never want to do an audition before you beat your meat. It's one of the most important things. Every dude that's in the industry knows this.
Because you don't want to show up all desperate.
Yeah.
You don't want to show up wanting to fuck the casting director or something like that.
And then just sort of spread that information out even further. Everybody, no matter what you've got, manipulate it to your orgasm before.
Yes.
There is something to say that, just orgasming gets you relaxed, and then any situation, relaxation helps.
100%.
It's a great way to look at it.
You got to tell
before you're on, you got to get off. That's what we say in
Excellent.
Hollywood.
That'd be really funny if people
Excellent.
really did believe that, every single person. So every time you saw someone, you're like,
they
you just did it.
No, I don't think there's any amount of any orgasm that could make me not nervous for even still. I'll get you care less as time goes on. I would say I think you guys can all agree with that you care less and so the nerves don't hit you as much. But I had a big audition this year, and I look, I'll be honest, I'm on GLP-1s. I'm taking GLP-1s, but before this big audition, I barfed. I just I was in my shower and I barfed.
Well, that's a great place to do it.
It was great. I mean,
and GLP-1s, is that the weight stuff?
that's the weight loss stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that? You liking it? You hating
I like it. I tell every big boy I know to get on it. It's helpful. I think there's like a weird thing in our country where people like you gotta do it the right way. You gotta move barrels around,
Sure.
and you gotta be jogging, and then you gotta do it the right way. And I don't know why barrels was the first thing I thought
but
of,
that's
but you
interesting.
get what I'm saying.
You got to do what the strong. Yeah, they're doing the strongman.
strongman.
That giant steel ball you have to move around.
Carry a big afro down the road and back.
I was thinking of how like Conan. I said Conan. Conan the Barbarian got jacked.
Right.
Do you remember in the beginning of the movie
yeah.
he's just like pushing a turnstile and stuff like that? That's where
Because he
my
was
head
taking
goes.
GLP-1s. He didn't want to lose his muscle. Here's the problem: what a lot of folks don't know, and that's why a lot of folks who are already maybe not on they might be on the thinner side. They use the GLP-1s and they completely dissolve the muscle in their face.
That is true.
And they look
yeah.
gaunt. Because, folks, we got muscle in our face. And if
That's
you're not
true.
working out when you're on those things, you are, like, accelerating the natural depletion of your muscle mass.
It is true.
And I'm a doctor. This is why I know.
And let me tell you,
Dr. Banifaz.
Doctor of
I've
love.
not been working out much this year. I'm gonna have a little an old jack-o'-lantern face at some point
We'll
soon.
just do some face workouts.
I should. I don't know how you do.
Your face looks great, man. Your face doesn't look like it's missing muscle or gaunt or anything like that.
I think my head, I have a giant head, so I feel like my head is usually doing a lot of exercise, trying to keep this thing afloat.
I got a big
basically.
head, too.
You probably have an incredibly strong neck.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to break my neck, and I put that challenge out.
Test it.
Any listeners out there, I'll put that challenge out to you. If you can break my neck,
What do they get? There's got to be some sort of prize.
I'll take you out for a pizza afterwards.
If you come and break my friend's neck, first thing that's going to happen, I'm going to call the police.
I love
and you're going to get a felony, class 1 felony.
That means a lot to me.
That felt really nice. So protective.
Yeah. You better have a good lawyer if you come and try to break this man's neck.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Right.
They can't do. I don't think they can do it. But I appreciate you also sticking up for me. Yeah.
I feel like anybody who was in iShot. Did you say iShot? What did you say? Anyone who's in
earshot.
I mean
Is it
earshot, but I was thinking of that.
iShot. Okay,
would have to step in and go. You can't break this man's neck.
Yes.
man.
That also yes. I thought you were saying like it's a thick neck, but no. Yeah, I might
You
be a
break
nice
this
enough.
guy's neck? I don't think so, buddy. Might as well try to tear a phone book in half.
Do you guys as performers now? Do you get scared of someone killing you during a performance? Is that something that's changed over time or no?
I wish I was at that level.
Oh, you are. I think you're certainly at that level.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
100%. I think someone. Yeah.
Do you get worried that someone's gonna?
I guess I've thought about it more in the last 5 to 8 years or something more so. That yeah.
Do you? I mean, because you've really stepped it up. You're in Twisted Metal now, which is
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
And there's probably some freaks that watch that show.
And they probably they think
I use that
they're
affectionately.
They
of
think
course.
they're in the universe and they're trying to kill me. Yeah, just naturally.
They're
Yeah.
like, I'm a clown who wants to kill you.
I think that's just a part of it.
I live in an ugly city. And, I don't know.
Man, when you all tour,
Yes.
do you
With Doughboys, with the Doughboys pod. Yeah.
And then also, do you still tour ever with the Birthday Boys, or do you guys ever do?
Those guys have a podcast. Well, the three of those guys have a
Sloppy
the Sloppy
Boys.
Boys
Shout out to
podcast.
the Sloppy Boys.
The Sloppy Boys.
Sloppy Boys. Sorry,
The
brothers.
Sloppy
All that
Boys are.
slapstick comedy.
It's very slapstick, but it's very they're also really fucking great musicians.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they do a good job. Yeah, no, they in the the Slappy Boys are really good. They do they go on the road and they'll play a set and they'll do they'll do like a Mr. Bean routine or something like that, a Bean routine as we call it.
Yeah, of course.
They travel a lot, and then my co-host Nick, which we got to get you back. We got to get you on the podcast.
Oh, it'd be an honor. Absolute honor.
Oh my God!
What an honor.
2026 is the we're almost done for the year because we're banking.
That's right.
Nice.
As in the podcast world, we're banking eps. So
Now, what that means is you're recording some eps ahead of time. That way, you're not doing it at the last minute.
And then you
That's-
bank them.
Yes. So
Put
we'll
them
be
in the bank.
we'll be wearing Christmas sweaters in some January episodes or whatever. But that's what you got to do. You know, that's what we're gonna do.
Were you guys
That's only
sweating
fair.
your ass off in Christmas sweaters in August?
Yeah. We really take it seriously. We really map it out.
We shot this last Christmas for the whole year.
But yeah, no, Nick and I go out on the road quite a bit.
Do you ever like run into weird fans? Weird.
Well,
fans?
I was just saying, it's funny, and maybe this is like where it first started, where my head first went for like getting killed on stage. Is when we were in Detroit, and I feel bad for this guy because I think he just was drunk and he was like a fan. But a guy like came up and tried to come up on stage, and I was like, is this guy gonna kill me? Like it was like that moment where I was like, is this person gonna kill? Like there also is like there's some parasocial relationships with podcasts. Which,
that's what happened to Lincoln.
He had an awesome podcast.
Semper Tyrannis, he got popular, and then someone had to kill his ass.
I heard Booth's podcast was like the better pod, and then people didn't listen to it. It was an acting podcast.
A really talented actor.
Yes, but the thing is, his was acting, and Lincoln's was dedicated to mental health and depression.
Yes,
and a lot of people could identify with that more.
That's
Poor
good.
guy was so tall and depressed.
Yeah.
All his life.
He was like Lincoln was like the original Rogan in many ways.
I think I'm just depressed because slavery's still a thing. It's probably what the podcast was.
You helped. He helped.
Yeah, that's right.
And Booth kind of had like a comedy Bang Bang style podcast where like he would host it and then the characters would come on. But I think he got frustrated with that he never got to be a character himself, and that's why he went after Lincoln.
Makes so much sense. So much sense.
Was it like, I don't remember history. I was very young when this happened, but did Lincoln get killed because of like freeing the slaves, or was that something separate that Booth killed him for like a separate reason?
Podcast.
I just said it was podcast stuff. Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine Lincoln has a podcast with that big hat, maroon, putting you got to get the special
maroon. Yeah.
I'm Irish, by the way.
And like none of these people are in New York. But that'd be funny if that's how he talked.
We cut to Lincoln doing it, but no, I don't know.
Yeah. He'd be like, maroon, the slaves are still not free. Like, oh, hey, Maria, a cup of gold and another cup of gold. Two cup of gold. I should have just said 2 cup of golds. Italian. What else do they do?
Mary Todd Maria. One of the best presidents. I stick up for I'm from Quincy, Massachusetts, and John Adams is from Quincy, Mass, which at the time was Braintree, I believe, before it became Quincy. Braintree, yeah, I know.
That's what it was called?
It was, Braintree. I know. It is.
What's that mean?
Great question.
Yeah.
I should know what that means.
Braintree.
It is spelled just like Braintree.
It's kind of like a smart area. There's like a lot of education and stuff up there.
Yeah.
Like
I'm defying the odds of
yeah, what the hell are you doing from there?
I don't know what happened. My guess is that it's just like some old family, because Quincy is just like it's not, because there's John Quincy Adams, but someone from the Quincy family married into the Adams family, and I don't know.
The Adams family.
We get pissed off when people do that, because we really appreciate the president. So like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, but like there's no it or cousin it or anything in that family.
Right.
It's
right.
Or thing, it's just a very normal presidential family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did he get shot?
He did not get shot.
Who
but
got killed?
Also, there were some weird cousins in the Adams family that but still.
Lurch was there.
Yeah, Lurch was a member of the Adams family, but like still just lay off basically.
Uncle Fester?
Fester was also there.
Basically,
just Thing and cousin it were the only two that weren't there.
Wait,
basically.
Uncle Fester was the most. Yeah, I guess he was the most like. No, he was a vampire, right?
He was freaky. I mean, he was played by what's his name?
That Uncle Fester. Okay,
the rhyme is always that the Addams Family started when Uncle Fester farted. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know this rhyme?
I forgot about this brilliant rhyme.
Yeah, this was a really good rhyme.
The Addams Family started when
Uncle Fester
farted.
You literally can't sing the rest of the song. It's very problematic.
You know what's happening? I'm mixing up. I'm combining the characters from the Munsters and the Addams Family, and that's why I got a little confused. I want to apologize to all our audience out there. I got confused. I'm so sorry, everybody.
A very common mistake. what's his name? The old fucker who was the monster. He was in. He's also in Pet Cemetery.
Yes, and then he was a judge in. My Cousin Vinny.
My Cousin Vinny. Yes, he was.
Who's this? I don't know him.
He's and I know his name normally, and my brain.
Tall
is just
man
mush.
talks like this.
And when he was doing Pet Cemetery, he's like, you can't go up there. The ground is sour. You know, like
he had some weird accent.
Yeah, and he was doing like a Maine accent on top of his weird accent.
That's what that was.
Fred Gwynn.
Judge Chamberlain.
Yes, yeah.
And then he had a famous line from Pet Sematary with something like, "They'll come back, but different," or something. When they come back, I'm fucking it up, but there's a line. The ground is sour.
Cool. Yeah. They
ground
come
is
back,
sour.
Yeah, they come back different. No, they
come back different.
He's
I like
great.
That old accent, that mid-Atlantic accent or whatever it is.
He was great.
British. Yeah.
A lot of people say my grandpa looked like Fred Gwynn, which I'm like, I don't know if that's even a. I mean, I think he's a good-looking guy, but
he's
like,
not a bad-looking guy.
I saw him like I always saw him as like Herman Munster, like as a Frankenstein, which I would also believe for my
if
family.
You look
a
at
face
this,
you could really put makeup.
When you look at this photo, he looks like that's a good face. He's not well, okay, he has an intense face. All right.
He has
but
intense
sometimes
face.
you want features that are identifiable. Like
That's
you
what
don't want to be
about.
too regular.
100%.
Because then you just look like an old baby or something. You kind of want to have.
Yeah, you don't want to look like an old baby for crying out loud.
That's terrible.
Sort of as a man, I think you want to be a little funky looking, and then you get older, and it's like, yeah, that's what a guy looks like. They're
Yes.
like kind of not pretty, you know.
Yeah.
Which is sort of attractive or something.
Yeah. Forever not. Forever, in my experience, forever not attractive for a very long time.
Crest, and they're like, "Huh, he's still alive." He must be good at something. He looks like that.
So they don't actually ever think you're good looking. It's just sort of at some point they're like, okay, how did this person make it this far? It might as well.
Yeah.
It's because and it turns
He's got
to
a
unique.
job?
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. So it's just sort of I don't know. Okay, no, I look. What I would prefer is that someone would look at me and go like, this person is attractive enough to look at, but not so attractive that I'm intimidated by them or I don't know.
That second thought never worried about that ever in my life.
Really?
That they would, know.
Am I too attractive?
Yes, I was more afraid of the Herman Munster thing, where
Yeah.
people would be afraid of a Frankensteinish man walking towards them, and
I guess I don't want neither. I don't want to be so good looking that it's like almost jarring, and I don't want to be ugly and it's jarring.
You don't want to be a monster. Yeah, you don't want to be a monster.
Something in the middle.
Right.
Something in the middle.
I don't want to really think about appearance anymore. And sometimes
nice.
I
You know
go
what?
like,
That is the
I'm
best.
out of
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I go out into the world and I go, oh, you can't. People don't like it.
Do you know what? I 100% agree with you. But the one thing as I've gotten older is my hair. I'm losing hair, and you got a great set of hair. You got a great head of hair, as do you.
Thank you, brother.
Mine's slipping away.
Mine's going in the back.
In the back.
I like it, and I'm sort of starting to go. Oh,
Mine's front.
older.
Mine's thin in the front.
Oh wow!
front.
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The hairline is going back.
Yeah, it's going back. Forehead's getting bigger. Front is getting a little thinner. I'm
just gonna pitch out here, and I've been pitching this a lot lately. Boys trip to Turkey.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. I want to go to Turkey with a group of 10 to 15 guys.
That all
and
need to
come
get
back
hair
with
transplants.
Elvis hair. Everybody comes back with huge Elvis hair, and we go for like a month or two. I think the ticket is you don't return until it's set.
I'd
You
love
can't
that.
come back with fucked up hair.
Yeah, with
'Cause
like those dots on your head. It looks uncomfortable.
I've looked into it too much. So by the way, by your standards, there we will be in Turkey for like 3 months
Right,
until like
that's
our hair.
perfect.
And at 3 months, our hair will look like very short when we come back.
I kind of like it.
But I've looked into it. Yeah, you shave your head and then they plug it away. I'm not against it. Go for it if you want.
At the very least, I'm fascinated.
Oh, 100%.
And then
Yeah.
I'm pretty interested as well. It
Yeah.
sounds nice.
Turkey and Thailand. Maybe Thailand maybe it would be more fun. It's
Do
more.
they
I
do
feel
the transplants there too?
they do those are the two places that do the
I've
transplants.
heard of Turkey as sort of like the place.
Turkey became the place,
Yeah.
and also a fun country name, Turkey. It's very it would be.
Right.
I mean, we would have a lot of jokes about that while we were going there.
I couldn't afford turkey. I got mine done in ham.
Right. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Very good work. Very good work.
As you could tell, they
Very
suck.
good. If that's
I genuinely liked it. Everyone, I think there's a possibility that there's like a barrier where the people outside of the podcast can't hear us because there's been a lot of
well, there's no sound.
where people.
There's no sound, but there hasn't been any
what the hell,
reactions
audience?
either. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's something going. I think they're distracted by Santa on the roof there.
Folks, if you're there and you're listening, say something and let us know.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
just give us a verbal reaction wherever you are.
that would be very nice within podcasting to hear any sort of. I think we can all agree with this. Hearing some sort of feedback of how you're doing, besides the people who are in the room with you who are sick of you and don't want to laugh at anything
Wasn't
you say.
that app supposed to be that where it's like it was like a bunch of people just talk in a room in a virtual room? What the fuck was that?
Oh,
And
yeah.
All right. Yes.
Clubhouse or-
Yes,
or-
wasn't
yeah.
that supposed to be kind of that almost a little bit? But
Yeah,
it
I feel
wasn't?
like if you look at Clubhouse now, it is like it's some of the world's worst villains that
Oh,
are
I
still
bet.
using
Yeah.
People
it.
just
Yeah.
going to argue about anything that is happening.
it's just like
Yeah.
nothing but KKK meetings, probably. Like,
yeah. I know. It used to be fun when some of those people had shame. I wish some of the shame would come back a little bit, but
Yeah.
you
That
know.
would be nice.
Hey, if the person at the top has no shame, then the people at the bottom will have even less.
Who are
But yeah,
you
now
talking to?
very much,
that's my
everybody.
question.
Oh
Who's
my God, he's gone.
he's leaving? Oh, all right.
He
tired.
dropped the mic.
No,
But who's really at the top, man? That's you know what
the
I mean.
Yes.
the fucking corporations,
That's
man.
that is.
I do think about that because obviously
Big
I hate
hair
Trump
plug.
right now. Well, big hair plug is at the top of it for sure.
They don't even like us talking about Turkey like this.
Even the richest men in the world owe money to Big Hair Plug. You know?
I mean that
All
is
the
that
rich
is undeniable. Yes,
I
yeah.
mean, you guys are making jokes, but you realize that all of us are in danger now for what we talked about.
That's true.
That is true.
That's
yes,
true.
yeah.
Big hair plug. Was it big hair? Yeah,
Big
the
hair
big
plug?
hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
big hair plug.
And the next time you see me and my head is just completely bald, you know what happened. You know that we got took by Big Hair Plug.
and then 3 months later, you have Elvis hair.
That-
And then
I mean-
we
Yeah,
really
they're taking
know
what hair you have left, but then you do get the.
You
Elvis.
get the Elvis. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even know
What
if
kind of hair do you want if you get it?
you know what? Sadly, men's regular, like a men's regular hair. I've like gone into it like a barber, and they're like, "What do you want?" And I like have sadly been like, "Men's regular," and they're like, "Okay," like no one even refers to
Whatever you
it that
think looks
anymore.
good. Yeah, totally.
I do that a lot too, but then also like you'll go to like a hip barber and you're like, whatever you think looks good, and then they'll like try to give you like a haircut they look good, and then like you see your head and you're like, this
I'm
looks
a
really.
greaser now.
You're
Whatever.
like, this doesn't like my head. The sides of my head being shaved do not look good on me.
Right.
I'm not going to look good in that way.
Right.
But I appreciate them thinking I maybe would look good like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I had an
know-
old Russian barber.
I love that.
He was an old Russian barber, and he was like, I need to like. He would turn on Russian TV, and there was a game show where at the end of the game show you would marry a lady, and he's like, I need to get you on this game show. And I was like, well, I don't know if I want to fly to Russia to be on this. And then every other thing he'd be like, oh,
No, right now.
I mean,
Now in the present world.
that's
You
how
must
he
go
would.
tonight.
That is how he would. That's how he acted.
You
Then.
must go tonight.
And then he would also be like, Obama. You know, that was when I was like, time to leave. Time to get out of here. But he was the man who gave the most boring
Yeah.
men's regular haircuts for me for my first few years
like
in LA. Yeah. So
I feel like that's a thing for me. I don't know if this is a man thing or just me. I'm not really even looking for a good thing. I just want it to be like, make it so there's no one's looking over here.
yes,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
100%.
Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
make it so that no one's talking about me.
That is-
And honestly, don't make it look too good because then everyone's gonna go, "Hey, new thing." I'm like,
Two professional performers that our idea is like, get any attention off of us that you can. That's. I feel like that's not
mean,
a good sign. But.
This is also just to show that like the misinterpretation of performers. The way I just said misinterpretation was terrible, but
I like
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Is that we love attention?
yeah.
That's also true.
We love performing.
Yeah.
And what's fun about performing is you can
I don't even
hide
know about
behind
that
the
one.
really, or but you love some aspect of this
I love
game.
some. No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, of course.
No,
You're
but-
naturally fun and
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
You like
Oh,
to
that's-
do that. And
yeah,
then,
yeah.
You know,
And then it just
enjoy
happens to be able to do it in front of a camera too.
Mm-hmm,
But
How
I
many
feel-
times? I mean, like, all right, you say you love performing, but how often has like you got a show? It's Saturday night. You got a show on Sunday night. How often have you been like, I don't want to fucking go and do this?
a lot.
I actually very rarely do that because
Oh, you
these
piece of
days
shit.
on weekends weekends.
loser.
No, no. It's not that. It's because you probably do more fun stuff than I do on the weekends. So a lot of times, really,
So wrong.
Like for example, like if I get asked to do a show on a weekend, and a lot of times I don't have plans. I'm like, oh, this is kind of my plans. I'll get dressed up, go do a show afterwards, grab a drink with a friend or something. Like
That's fun. I like that.
that's kind of, but there are sometimes some shows that. No, it feels like so much energy to actually get there, park, do the show, get back in the car, come home, that I can't. But
I always love
weekends
doing
a little
the show,
different.
but I don't like the obligation of like, a thing tomorrow.
Yeah,
Could be anything.
That's the way. You're right. I think that's what I like when I get to the show and do it. It is.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Tomorrow you're gonna get a lottery ticket and meet your dream girl. I'm like, what time? Okay.
What a good the dream girl and lottery ticket in the same day.
Yeah.
You're gonna just get a lottery ticket, or it's gonna be a winning lottery ticket.
Or you're just gonna get it, and you're gonna maybe meet her at.
It's a fake woman who doesn't really exist, and it's a losing lottery ticket.
Where like you have to pay.
I owe someone $20 million now because I bought this ticket.
You don't want to buy those ones.
No,
That's
no.
I will say that a lot of my weekends, like I'll go home on a Friday. I'll get my cat in my lap and I will pet my cat until the night is over.
Like an evil scientist.
That's kind of yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, yeah. I also think it's just, I guess, about going. Like the older you get, the less plans you kind of. I mean, at least for me, you have on the weekends. Like I'll have plans where it's like someone's birthday, this, that, but I don't have a plan. I used to have a plan maybe every Friday and Saturday many years ago. Now I do not.
My mom and dad were always good about that. That inspires me as I get older. They were always good about going out with their friends on the weekend and playing laser tag and so on and so
That's
forth.
really good.
I love it.
I love it.
They would do their thing, and which did inspire me to be like, oh, my dad was like, when I was 20, my dad was 60, and he was like still going out and they were going out and enjoying themselves. I think you have to kind of. You got to approach life that way. Or
You might as well.
Right. Yeah.
You get to choose every day. You might as well choose laser tag.
I have 100%. Yes, yeah.
What
Which
were
they
you
did like
doing
every weekend.
When they're going out winning the community laser tag tournament, are you? At
I'm
home.
home. Yeah. I'm at home. I'm in charge of the house. Yeah.
Did you grow up in like the suburbs or like?
Yeah, I grew up outside of Boston in Quincy, Massachusetts, the home of John Adams,
Oh,
Quincy
right,
Adams,
right.
Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm just so unfamiliar with like that all area. I've never been to Boston or New England, but I'd always wanted to go.
I think you'd like it.
Nice.
Boston gets sometimes a deserved rap, but
For sports though, right? Sports fans have a bad reputation.
We have like annoying. There are a lot of annoying fans, but I will say this about Boston: yes, there are annoying fans in the city, but I feel like so many annoying fans are suburb people that are like even when I went to college, because Quincy is close. Quincy is not that matters. You can be a very normal, nice person from the suburbs.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
But when I would go to college, like Quincy, and I'm not from Boston proper. I'm not there's Dorchester and stuff. That Quincy's next to Dorchester and Southie and everything.
How far of a drive, let's say, to Boston?
With no traffic to get downtown, you could do it in under 10 minutes or something.
Oh wow, okay, great.
But with traffic, it could be 30 to 40 minutes. Oh, wow. But yeah, no, Quincy is right there, and then every person I meet in college would be like, "What's up?" Like being like very Boston-y and be like, "Where are you from?" And I'd be like, "Quincy," and then they would always be quiet because they were like from somewhere in Western Mass or whatever, which is and like
a little less Boston, even less Boston,
way less Boston, and they would be like very outspokenly Boston and annoying. So like that was so we do get a bad rap in that way where I think like. We have a lot of annoying vocal people, but so does every, New York and Philadelphia. There's a lot of annoying people
it's kind of
from every
transplants.
city.
They like move there and they go, "No, I'm Boston."
Yes, yeah.
It's like, hey man, we don't really do that every day.
And honestly, same with. I feel like
LA
locals are way more normal than the crazy people that move here that are trying that become like front row Clipper people or whatever.
LA locals are like, I eat a lot of Mexican food and like stay home on the weekends.
Yes.
And then like everyone else is like, I only eat avocados and matcha. And it's like, you moved here.
Yeah, you're from North Dakota.
I love LA. Grew up in LA. But I got to say,
I didn't know that you grew up in LA.
Yeah, I've been to LA since I was 7.
See?
I came from Iran and just never left.
Good normal.
A very normal man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But the thing is with LA is I think a lot of people, not everyone, a lot of people think it's almost cringy to like be really into something. Like there's like that's why but like LA fans won't go to other cities and go crazy about just because I think Laker fans are a little bit different, but I just think in general.
Are you a Lakers fan?
I am a Lakers fan,
yeah.
but I don't go into other people's cities and go Lakers just because it's just not my personality. But,
Same. I would never. I was always one, like we were saying. I was afraid to be like. I didn't want any attention brought onto myself.
Yeah.
So like when I remember in the Red Sox Yankees ALCS in 2004, my friend had a ticket to it, and then he was like, I promised it to 2 people, and then we pulled cards to see who got to go, and it was another guy. And I was very upset about that, but there was a side of me that's like, at least I don't have to go to Yankee Stadium with like a Red Sox hat on and have people be like, look at this fucking fat Frankenstein fucker or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's like what I was.
That's very specific.
I mean, I think that's always what I'm afraid of. Like
someone calls you a Frankenstein fucker.
I mean, like just afraid of people being mean in general.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to go to a sports game and then like have my feelings hurt or whatever. Like that's not why I go to the games. I don't want my feelings hurt. And Lakers fans over time, I've been like, yeah, they're like they are good fans. You know what I mean?
They're a mixed bunch.
They're a mixed bunch. I mean, just like anywhere probably. Yeah.
There's some really douchey Laker fans. I have to say, I'm sorry. And then there's normal fans. And then there's people who like the Lakers, but like again, they're almost this LA way of like they think it's cringy to like openly support anything. It's almost like a way in LA.
Cool.
We're like too cool for almost anything.
Yes,
you know? Like, just some people. Like I feel like there is still a lot of groundedness in this city, and this city gets a bad rap for those small group of people.
Yeah.
When majority of the city is a very like good, hardworking, blue collar, like old school town.
Sure.
Really,
Yeah. No,
Are
it does.
you watching that show I Love LA right now? Rachel Sennett.
I haven't watched it yet. Are you
not.
enjoying
It's
it?
good.
Yeah.
It's interesting in the way that like Girls was kind of interesting in that like they're these really obnoxious New Yorkers or whatever. She's playing like really LA type people, but they're all transplants who are like kind of like the douchebaggy part of LA. Like they're trying to be famous. She's trying to be a manager, and they're kind of obnoxious in that LA way.
Oh man, all
and
right.
people are like, "Oh, like that's so not LA," but like I think that's the joke of it.
They're making,
Yeah.
making fun of those people. Yeah.
Like hustlers who are trying to really not have a job but get rich.
Even knowing that going in, I wonder if I'd be like, for this fucking shit. Like just watching it, if I would be too dumb to like remember what you said and
It's
still
hard
be
to
mad
like
at it.
separate the art from the thing. You know, like I remember when I first watched Girls, I was like, I hate these characters,
Yeah.
and then it was like, that's the point, dude.
That's
Like,
yeah.
They're annoying Brooklyn people. Or whatever.
I think some people online were complaining about this. Said the demographic of the show doesn't feel real, and like it feels like a lack of diversity for one of the most diverse places on earth.
Right.
You know, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to win these days.
She hasn't lived out here that long, right?
She's from New York. Yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
But I, you know what? I gotta watch it to give it a fair chance.
Yeah.
But it is funny when people are like mean about the character you. I've gotten that before about like I played a
every
loser
show.
on a show and people are like this fucking fat Frankenstein. I'm like, Jesus, why does everyone keep
Why
saying
is it so
that?
popular? Why is this specific insult so popular?
I never
fucking
heard anyone say
Frankenstein's
this
fucker.
before.
This
Call me
Frankenstein fucker. So like your biggest nightmare is somebody referring to you as someone that would fuck Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Or
basically,
a
yeah.
Frankenstein
I got
fucker,
standards, yeah.
As in like you Frankenstein motherfucker.
Now the bride. Now we're the bride is beautiful. Yeah.
They're both,
I like that
they're
tall
both
hair.
look
Dracula
weird.
fucker. Dracula looks good. I have no issues with that.
Which Dracula though?
He's gonna bite you.
Not
dude.
the new, not the Nosferatu Dracula. That guy looked
Nosferatu.
disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nosferatu, you're gross.
Nosferatu was disgusting, and I couldn't stand the way he talked. And I'm not saying about culturally I couldn't stand the way he talked because I'm a brown person, but like just like, and I was like, I don't like that choice. But
Yeah, I don't like Nosferatu.
Can I just make a statement right now?
Please.
Make my Draculas handsome. Make my Santas fat.
Yes.
For crying out loud.
Yes.
Stop. You're giving away a lot of big guys. I literally have stuff in my car right now to play Santa later on today. And I'm not even
love it.
lying.
I love it.
But we get the hunky Santas.
Yeah, come on. Is there nothing sacred anymore? Santa is fat and jolly, not handsome.
Yes, fat and jolly.
You
I don't want
love
to see
him, you
Santa's
don't wanna
cum gutters. No, thank
Right.
you.
No, not until I get back to the house. You know what I mean? I want to take
when
that
we're
suit
s-
off myself. I don't want him showing it to everybody.
Santa's waiting for you at home, huh?
Yeah, I hope so.
No wonder you've been trying to get over with this podcast today so quick. My man's gonna fuck Santa and his cum grooves. What's it?
Yeah.
Cum?
Cum gutters.
reservoir, cum
Have you ever?
gutter.
Have you?
Never heard of him.
My co-host Nick Weiger says he says cum gutters far too often, and now it's
Yeah.
become a part of my lexicon, which I shouldn't.
It's
It shouldn't
like
be.
the little V line.
It's
right?
the V line. Yeah.
Yeah.
They call those cum gutters.
I
I
have-
mean, is there so much?
I
that
guess
it
that's where
runs down
drains
the-
about. Yeah, no, this is not an issue for me. This is not a thing. I read a script Nick wrote, which is a great script, and he's describing the character. He's like perfect. He's like 6-pack cum gutters, and I was like, all right.
It's funny, I get what he's talking about, but the truth is, the cum comes from the ball. No, actually, the cum comes from the. Hold on, sorry. The semen,
let's get
the
this
semen
right.
comes from the prostate. The sperm comes from the testicles. When they mix,
That's the ball.
that's the no. What? No. When they mix, that's what we think of as sperm, right?
or cum.
Dr. Love here, and for over 25
Can I be honest with you? Never seen this stuff.
Really?
Yeah, never seen it. I don't want to see it.
I can't even make myself.
I don't want to see it.
I have cum grooves, and they're always
They're
full of cum.
They're covered in leaves.
Is that cum grooves? What is it? Sorry.
Cum gutters.
Cum gutters.
Yeah,
I think that's
thank
just
you.
such a hilarious, dirty term.
Yeah.
It's a horrible
It
term.
is
love
funny how like when a colloquial term like that catches, like now that's what that is.
Yes,
There's really
yeah,
no
yeah.
other little phrase for
Ye-
that area, but I love any sort of like weird sexual thing that now everyone uses.
And yeah, will we get more and more used to it? Like I think it should almost the term should be like outlawed in many ways. But will we get so used to it that like an old
Right.
person will be like, your cum gutters look good. You know what I mean? Like that is like the
Yes.
fear of it.
Yeah, when we're 80,
Imagine-
will that
yeah.
just be normal?
oh my cum gutters are looking old. I
Yeah,
guess is
yeah,
what we'll be saying.
You're at the doctor's office
Yeah.
and you're like, I think I'm feeling pain in my right cum gutter.
All right, we'll go ahead and do a CAT scan on your cum gutter, and maybe the other one too, just to make sure.
Why do
we
we all
have-
keep saying this so much?
The doctor's like, we got some really tough news about your right cum gutter. You got to remove your right cum gutter, and then
gotta
cum is
amputate
just
it.
and
Yeah.
there's no way to drain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your pants are ruined all day long. Because that's what they're for. It sends it right down the leg of the pants into the sock. That's what it's good for.
I might get my cum gutters removed. As elective
Marilyn
surgery.
Manson kind of shit.
Yeah, Marilyn
Yeah.
Manson.
Where's it going to
thing.
drain then? Where's your cum going to drain?
You know what? God will figure that out. It's got to drain somewhere.
I'm concerned.
This is the segment of the show where we always like to say, let's talk about your religion.
Yeah.
I would love to get into it.
Yeah.
Can I take my pills? This will make me
Absolutely.
look insane, but I
Absolutely.
have my bag of pills
Oh,
that
good.
Nice.
and many people have been like, you need to get like a pill container so that you don't look insane carrying
Yeah.
these around because it does look very crazy.
I almost feel like
Too many?
no. I almost feel like pulling out the.
I think it wasn't crazy until you showed it to 3 cameras. Makes me think it's a bit of a performance, Mitch.
This is
To me, I have
Mitch
no
doesn't even
problem
need
with
these
you
pills.
taking 200 pieces of medicine in front of us. No, but I'm saying I honestly I don't
Skittles in
mind
there.
in the bag. I think
Yeah.
it's almost like if you had it in the holder, I would almost like be like, "Well, man, you're too young for that."
sure.
This
yeah,
makes
yeah,
more
yeah,
sense to me.
yeah,
But
yeah.
also, no shame. If you got to take medication daily and a bunch of them, put it in whatever you want,
If
and
you
don't
pull
worry
out-
about what an asshole like me says.
Sure. Yeah, pulling out a Monday through Friday right here and then popping one would be stranger.
This is a couple of them are for hair reasons. I have
Nice.
a couple of these are
Good for you.
Are for hair. Oops, no, you know what?
And
I
then-
took my
and then-
folic acid out. I don't.
Are
need
any of these rectal, or are they all oral?
you know what? That is a very invasive question.
I'm so sorry.
And the answer is yes. I was.
Let's do some. Let's do some rectals.
Do you guys want some? I was thinking erectal, but you were saying putting them up your you meant
Rectal,
putting
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, either
a
question will answer.
suppository.
Rectal, yeah.
Yeah. I never had heard a pill described as rectal before, but I was
Are
on.
any of those erectal?
One of them is erectal. I was on Lexapro. This is the truth. I'm being like far too honest here, but I just will
No,
tell
we
you.
appreciate that. Thank you.
I was on Lexapro because I also another thing. I had long COVID. I know that makes people. I feel like more than half the country, doesn't believe it exists. Sure. But I literally am in a long COVID study at UCLA.
Wow.
I got a nucleocapsid test this year because I've for like 2 years I've thought I've had long COVID. I had COVID, and then afterwards I got. I had vertigo and I had horrible brain fog, and it was crazy. And so I was like telling my doctor, I was like, everything I Google seems like it's long COVID. My doctor was like, no, and he like didn't kind of believe it basically. And then I didn't.
Stupid ass.
Jerk.
I mean, I did. So I did. He was like, I think
You're
it's
like sort of a Frankenstein fucker.
I mean, that's
not COVID.
You're a fat Frankenstein fucker.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that is you're a big guy, but you're in shape. But as a big guy,
Kinda
when,
up and
He just
down
threw
my
that
whole
at
life,
you.
so
He
it's a
just threw that
constant-
at you, basically.
I mean, like, well, yes, that's
Well, here's why, probably. Yeah.
And when you're on that roller coaster, you know when you're up, like a doctor is just going to be like, well, you got to lose weight. So like that is like what you hear so often.
Let's not even talk about why you're here yet. Lose weight, then we can talk about what
I get it, but
That is what it is.
Yeah,
vertigo has nothing to do with it.
I mean that was just like, we need you to lose, and I was like, I agree, I need to, and that's so I did GLP. I'm on GLP-1, so that is like I couldn't even like, I was like, had such heavy brain fog, I was just like sitting in my house, so. I did GLP-1s, and I was like, kind of like, I shouldn't do them. And then I was like, am I going to get cancer from these things? He's like, the doctor's like, well, like the way you can get cancer is being overweight. He's like, cancer and heart disease. And I was like, great point. Mm-hmm. And I started him a year ago. But I was like trying to figure out what this long COVID is. And then this year I had kind of like a relapse, as they call it. Like things got bad again, not nearly as bad as it was when it first started. But I like said to the doctor, I was like, I think I have long COVID. And he's like, I'm going to start you on Lexapro, because a lot of people who take Lexapro have had good results. So like they think that long COVID may have something to do with serotonin.
Serotonin belt. Oh.
So they were like, he was like, let's get you on Lexapro anyways. I took Lexapro. Things have gotten better. He gave me a nucleocapsid test. I had COVID antibodies. I hadn't had COVID in a year, and that's when he changed his tune. He was like,
when he finally looked at any evidence.
When he finally, there's no real
when already
test.
your patient's gone through so much.
For 2 years.
You will never be on this podcast.
That's
never.
Sorry, Dr. Chang. It was like 2 years of. It was.
I didn't want to say the guy's name. I felt bad, but you know
what? He's been very helpful with me since then.
Dr. Chang, we take it back. Sorry, we know it's not easy being a doctor. It's not easy.
And I think that is a hard. You like literally you can't diagnose long COVID through any test or anything like that. I mean, like the nucleocapsid test, just the fact that I had COVID antibodies after a year, they were like, "Ooh, that is a sign." And so I'm in a long COVID study now.
Great.
Was taking Lexapro. It kills your libido completely.
Right.
I've gotten off of it now, and so I do
how long were you on it for? Well, here's another thing. Have you tried a different type of SSRI?
They moved me over to Wellbutrin, which is not an
That's
SSRI.
what I started on Lexapro and now Wellbutrin.
Oh, okay, yeah. Did you have the libido issues with it? I mean, this is a very personal question. You do not have to answer
Mine
this. I'm
actually
sorry.
went up inside my body. It just went away.
So you had major issues
the
with
worst
it.
one. Yeah.
Retraction is like one of the scariest things we think about. With
Fellas,
this
I
stuff.
think the conversation at this point is a waste of time. Both you, let's see you beat your meat, and whoever can't get it up, we know what some of the side effect was.
No, you're right.
But in all seriousness,
on camera in front of people, it's like we're both going to finish very quickly.
yeah.
This would be great.
This episode is going to do very well. But
this episode's on OnlyFans.
But also, we appreciate you being so candid about private lives in your matter, because it's gonna like. So much of, at least for men, so much of shit about mental health stuff, we were like kind of, as we're growing up, shamed to not talk about it. So like talking about it will just help other dudes be like, oh, okay, you guys are talking about shit that I'm afraid to talk to my homies about, or I don't know. Like it cannot do anything but help.
That's where my head was at. Was like, I have a podcast. The least, like, we talk about everything, and I'm very honest about everything. The least I can do is just be like, I'm going through this stuff or whatever. And hopefully, it's helpful to anyone.
And then, like, you guys have like a die-hard following. I mean, you guys are such a like.
They want to kill you.
Yeah.
Truly, like you guys. No, but I mean, like, and I imagine the reason why you guys are so beloved by the podcast world is that, like, keeping it real, being funny, but being genuine, keeping it real. You guys, I'll
be honest with you too. Just being on the air for 10 years. That's when you keep it going for a long time, you get a lot of. It just happens. Yeah.
Is that how long Doughboys has been going on?
We've been on for 10 years.
Wow.
I know.
What?
Folks, if you haven't listened to Doughboys, shame on you. If you haven't heard of Doughboys, get a CAT scan, because they are fucking phenomenal.
Not with Dr. Chang, though.
Yeah. Not with Dr. Chang. I feel bad for being harsh on Dr. Chang. Dr. Chang, I realize now being a doctor is not easy,
Not easy.
But please, when someone tells you something, believe
it was tricky, but also like it is a tricky thing, and I've been doing so much better. And Dr. Zinman, who I work with in the long COVID study, has been really, really, really beneficial for me.
Dr. Zinman?
Dr. Zinman, she's awesome.
Dr. Zinman, please, we'd love to have you anytime. It'll be an honor to have you.
She's
if you're
great.
helping our friend, you're our friend.
She's awesome. It was like that sort of, you know what's funny is like when I was first going through it, who was the most helpful to me was an acupuncturist, because she was like, I went in there and I was like, I'm like having brain fog and I feel like crazy. And she's like, you are phlegmy. And look,
Phlegmy?
and she was like, yeah. And so a big thing with long COVID is and a big thing with everything is inflammation.
Mucus, yeah, inflammation.
Inflammation. So inflammation is like that's a
I heard
real
those
killer.
are like, it's the only two things that ever hurt anybody is inflammation and mucus.
And
and if you can clear those things, then your body is healthy.
Inflammation is like is huge. And she's like, we gotta get your like liver work. Like she's like, and like, look, some stuff I'm not even sure about. She's like giving me liver detox teas and stuff like that. And I am 100% not one of those people, but I do not roll my eyes at it anymore. Especially because and the reason I went to her is like 10 years ago, I had lower back issues and I went to an acupuncturist, and it was so helpful, and I like nothing was really helping, and it was very, very helpful to me. And then here I was like, I'm kind of out of ideas of what to do. And she was like, there is a method to it. She knows what she's doing. And it was like, it's not saying that it cured my long COVID. It didn't, but it was like, she would be like, you're phlegmy. And then when I was like, when I got inflammation down, I think it was helpful. You know what I mean?
Great.
Yeah.
I think at that point, like somebody just acknowledging that something wasn't right in you when you knew something, that's huge.
And
that's
so
great.
much.
That was a
ultimately,
huge part of it.
You
Yeah.
have to heal yourself. You go to the doctor, they tell you what to do, and then you do everything. So like, if the person you're going to for help ignores you, it's like, well, I can't even start. I can't even start my process of self-care or whatever it is.
100%. So shout out to Dr. Brantman, my acupuncturist.
I love it.
She can come on the show whenever you guys want. I mean, I shouldn't invite her. I don't know if that's the truth.
No, give her our info. Give her our info.
Dr. Brandman, thank you so much for what you've done for our friend, and now you're our friend and a friend of the pod.
Bring your
Thank you so
needles.
much.
Bring your needles.
You know what? Do some acupuncture
I
on
would
the show.
love to do a live acupuncture on the show. Get shirtless and have a go.
Hit your chi. By the way, I'm Roman Catholic. I'm Irish, but I am Roman Catholic.
A lot of Irish are Roman Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Now, why do you say that? What's the distinction?
Well, there's Irish Catholic, but I don't even know what the big difference is. So may as well be. I mean, I was in a very Irish city growing up, and was a Catholic.
So here's a racist question: are you in the IRA?
No, but what's funny? They're growing.
We can cut that out.
Why? That's that.
It's because I don't want our Irish folks to think that I make racist jokes.
No.
Oh,
Or
we're
is
fine
that,
with it.
or it's culturalist. Or what is it? Or it's what do you call it? Where you're making fun of somebody's history or somebody's culture, but not necessarily
I was
their
about to say
race.
histrionic doesn't mean. I don't
Histrionic,
think it means, no, it doesn't mean that at all.
Histrionic, I think is.
Ethnocentrism or something like
Oh,
I apologize for the ethnocentrism. I think
Maybe
the
that's
Irish
right.
people are some of the most progressive human beings on earth. Apparently,
that. Yeah, that's right.
it's incredible. I mean, apparently, like at least
Oh,
the
sure.
government is
They're like,
incredibly
"Don't fuck with us."
progressive.
yeah.
And good people. Sorry,
What is it when you're afraid of xenophobic? Where
Yeah.
you're-
xenophobic.
You're being
Okay.
xenophobic, maybe.
No, because I guess xenophobic is if you're afraid of anyone that's not like you, right?
Could be.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I have. Maybe I'm that. Diagnosing yourself with xenophobia. No, I
Doctor, I have xenophobia.
I mean, I definitely have that, but it's just anything at all in the world scares me.
Yes,
It's not because I don't like them. I'm just like, do they hate me?
yeah. That's
It's funny.
that's
you,
where my
Rose,
head is
you
at.
always say like that, but you absolutely do not come off like that.
Like what?
You do not come off like a person that looks at the world like
Self-conscious
that.
or whatever? Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, I agree with
You
that.
really don't.
Yeah.
Neither
No,
of you do.
I
that's
love
You're
kind.
both
people.
warm and you're both really
Yeah.
easy to talk
Really,
to.
I feel like I'm more cowardly lion than he is. Both roles we probably in elementary school would have auditioned for. I'm sure.
But there's still a lot of warmth coming. You can tell
Both
that
of
you
you.
that's
like
kind.
other people.
I do.
You know what
I do.
mean?
I do like other
Me
people.
too. I'm
yeah,
the same
yeah,
way.
yeah.
I'm just afraid that they don't like me back maybe a little bit.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
you
afraid
got to
of
look
that.
at the facts. You have a lot of friends and a lot of people that want to work with you.
Yes.
That's got to equal
That's it.
something.
That says
you know,
something
like,
for
I think
sure.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's like deep adolescent stuff of like when you're a fat 13-year-old, it's like that's the story.
Yeah.
I read a quote that
You know.
said, "When you're triggered by something, you're not acting your age anymore. You're acting the age where that trauma originated from."
Yeah.
You know, so it's like sometimes when we're insecure about something, it's almost that same little boy
Yes.
that's insecure, not the adult.
Yeah.
And then it's just really reminding ourselves, no, we're safe now. That little 13-year-old chubby kid is gone. He doesn't
Absolutely.
exist anymore.
Absolutely.
Anywhere on this planet. Yeah.
The whole crew you roll with are they're also very. I don't know if they are former fatties in any way, but they're very they're very kind too. They give off a very warm feeling, and people want to work with them, and you know what I mean.
Most
Like
good comedians, that's sort of the requirement. I
Yeah.
don't want to work with some asshole.
There are some, but there are some. You know, there are some.
There are
that
some of the most popular
yeah,
ones.
yeah. I mean, that is very funny. Maybe we're doing it wrong.
I think
I'm here, and they're on my dream.
I think though more than ever, it's gotten harder to be an asshole for long periods and get away with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at every single person that's kind of been canceled because of like their piece of shit reason, like they're assholes, like Ellen DeGeneres. Like nobody ever thought Ellen DeGeneres would get canceled for being like a shitty person. We thought but I think like I look at so much hate online. For example, for J-Lo. I've never been a huge fan of J-Lo, but I don't dislike J-Lo. People online hate J-Lo.
Yeah.
Like, hate her. I'm like, but I think it's because...
You can only keep one in the world, J-Lo or Jello. What do you keep?
Oh,
Man,
J-Lo,
that's
of
a great
course.
question.
Oh, Jello, right off the bat, you wipe J-Lo off the face
I'm so
of the
sorry to
earth.
J-Lo, but I got to say, like, because I don't really watch or consume any, like,
Or know
she
her,
has
I guess,
no
personally.
I know Jello.
She
personally.
provides no value to me, as opposed to J-Lo has much more value to me.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I want anything to happen to J-Lo. I'm just saying if True had to disappear.
It's a butterfly effect sort of thing where she just never exists.
J-Lo hunt. I mean, Jello for sure.
Wow, Jello. I mean, I think for me, like if you go into like cheeseburgers or pizza, like then goodbye to J-Lo. But Jello, I'd maybe be like,
You're
okay,
a J-Lo guy.
I feel like J-Lo could maybe stick around. I mean, I'd really miss Jello. You are now making me think about if.
Yeah, what about when you go to like a mediocre buffet and there would be no Jello at the end? Sizzler with no Jello? I don't know.
But you know, chocolate pudding. All right. Here's the thing. I'm moving it now.
Okay.
Me or Jello?
Of course
Gotta
you.
go Jello. Oh,
You scumbag.
no, I gotta.
But
go
at least I
Mitch,
said the truth.
Of course.
I mean, it would be hard. It's
Yeah.
a hard thing. I wouldn't ever put that decision on you. It's very hard. But I'll say this also. I know that J-Lo has like a rapper being maybe mean to you or a little bit or something, but there's some Hollywoods. This is just that this is like me being punished, but I'm like, some people who are good and mean can exist. I don't know, like they're like, and I think it's your right to be like, fuck you. I don't want to work with you. You're taking advantage of me or something. But there is a part of me that's like, there's like, you know, there's some if you're like a genius. Look, I'm not arguing for Harvey Weinstein to come back. Obviously, a piece of shit.
Well, he's right behind us. Come on in.
How did you guys
we knew he's
get
your
him?
favorite. We knew.
How did you get him out of prison? There's so many questions I have.
It was really expensive, and let's just say it wasn't worth it.
No.
But there's who's the other guy who like was a producer? He did like South Park the movie and like would like flip over tables, and I'm like,
Oh, God.
I'm like he seems like annoying and
Was
bad.
something Rubin? Something
Yes,
Rubin?
yeah. Not Rick Rubin, but no. It's,
something or Rubin something or something. Yeah, it's kind of almost like, how the fuck did these people? And it's pretty much the craziest ones are pretty much always dudes. At least the ones who are violent and doing the most horrible is always the dudes.
Yes.
And then, but my only point of bringing up J-Lo was like, J-Lo's never been known to hit anyone, hurt anyone, strike anyone, whatever.
Sure.
But the hate is crazy.
that's so. I mean, hitting people and hurting them, that is over. I think like if you're mean, like that's a different thing.
Right,
to me.
it is a different but like once you take it to like assault, I get it's a different monster. But also it's kind of like globally, celebrity culture is changing. People are getting sick of it. They want something real. They want something authentic. They don't want I think that's changing. Yeah.
That's how I operate, and that's how I like work with people that I work with. But there is a part of me that's like, we're really hurting for good people who are genius like producers and people who are good. I'm like, they're a little bit mean. I don't know. Let's take like
sure.
You know, your Aries from Entourage. Bring back Aries from Entourage can exist in our Lloyd and Ari had a good relationship at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Maybe a little abusive on Ari's part, but Ari made things happen.
Takes all kinds. Takes all kinds. If everyone's a softy sweetie, nothing's gonna get done.
I mean, probably that relationship without him like constantly like sort of like saying gay slurs to him.
You know what? That is also another that could definitely go away.
That's a guy I heard.
But I mean, would Queens Boulevard exist without Ari? The answer is no.
No, I wouldn't.
Keep the homophobia.
You're right. For us to have Queens Boulevard, keep whatever homophobia is. I heard what's his name's schmuck.
Jeremy Piven?
Jeremy Piven,
yeah. Maybe we got too into the character. It's a possibility.
A friend of ours, no, a friend of ours who was a dear friend of ours, just I will mention just because I'm not here, was on a flight with them and said they heard Jeremy Piven speaking really aggressively and fucked up to a stewardess.
See, look, when I say like some assholes, I'm saying fun assholes because I've even worked with fun assholes in the last few years. I'm like, they can be, if they're funny and like you like have a little bit of tough skin or like a thick skin or whatever, you know what I mean? Like
I worked with a fun asshole, and even though I didn't love his behavior sometimes, I always sort of couldn't help but respect.
There's always a
You're
line.
absolutely right.
And
You're
there's
absolutely
a difference if someone is like a general asshole personality type, or if they're like treating people poorly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like it's okay to be an unlikable person who still treats people okay.
Yeah.
I
think sometimes people go like, if I don't like you, you're bad. It's like,
no,
I think you just don't like their personality,
This individual was almost like, sort of like the grumpy father on set.
Yeah.
But was never disrespectful to anybody.
Which I think is okay.
Just sort of, and I'm fine with that. Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. When I say like that Lloyd and Ari relationship, if at the end of the day, Lloyd knows that he's giving him a lot of shit, but there's respect and they like each other, if that person is okay with it, then it is okay. If that person's not okay with it, then it's not okay. Like, but
sense.
there's some old curmudgeons like that I'm like, Hollywood's just in a bad spot. We all know it. We need all hands on deck. So
all hands, baby.
It's
come in from the pool. We need you to yell at someone for a second here. Yeah, right.
I was Irish, a Roman Catholic. I was Irish and Catholic, and to your point, you said the IRA stuff, but at my confirmation,
I'm so sorry about that.
At my confirmation, Cardinal Law was there, who's the bad guy from Spotlight. I mean, I don't know if there's like a true villain in Spotlight, but I mean, there are true villains in Spotlight, but like Cardinal Law was the guy who like put the priest on, and he was at my confirmation. He asked a question. He asked me a question, and I got it wrong, and the church laughed. So I was
Your
raised.
First bit of comedy.
My first bit of comedy. I was raised Catholic, and not like my family wasn't very. I think all the bullshit of Catholicism got put in my head, and
just something to keep family and culture together, and just tradition and stuff.
All that shit got in there, but we were not like a very like. By the time I was in middle school, we were like not going to church or whatever. But like K through 5. We were at
kind of
church.
Culturally.
Yes.
I was raised the same way, like Christian Protestant, but we didn't actually care about church. But it was you got to have some system of morals.
Yes,
It's funny because my family was so opposite. Like growing up in Iran, like so we're all born Muslim, but I was never raised Muslim. Like literally since the day I was born, my family was either agnostic or just completely against any type of religion stuff. So I never grew up with. In fact, like. Almost my family tried to do the opposite, they not in terms of morals, but they just didn't want any type of religious stuff in the house. But I think it was sort of just because of the trauma of like what my family had kind of experienced in Iran, like most families experienced in Iran during the revolution and stuff.
Any sort of dogma, probably not.
Everyone was just sort of almost just over any type of religion.
I feel like that's such a my dad was like an altar boy, and I was like, by the time he was older, he was like, I don't want to fucking go to church. Like I don't want to deal, and like it's a different thing obviously for everybody. I feel like it's like it often comes down to like the heads of the household being like, fuck this shit, I don't want to fucking deal with this shit anymore.
My dad is just staunch, like. Yeah, not agnostic, but
Republican.
Staunch Republican. No, what is it? I don't know. Word. I'm losing the word. He doesn't believe God exists. It's like ridiculous to him.
Atheist.
Atheist.
Oh,
He's a deep atheist.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm a what's the other one that you don't know?
Agnostic.
Agnostic. Yeah. I'm agnostic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna live in this universe, and I guess whatever I find out, I'll find out.
Yeah.
But I do believe in like energies, and like the longer I've been going and like learning about sort of manifestation and like sort of like neuroscience and stuff like that, more than ever I believe in some type of cosmic energy. Whether I would label it as like God type figure, I don't think, or I don't know, but.
I know that I know you're not a Scientologist, but you do believe in Xenu. You believe Xenu exists, right? Like you're like one of those guys that you think Xenu is real.
I'm not a weird Scientologist.
Not only Xenu is real, he's in my fucking closet waiting for me to go home and give him the biggest kiss. Zeno.
That's beautiful.
That's very beautiful.
If
Thank
I
you
knew
so
that's
much.
what the songs were like, I'd have joined up I would have walked across the street from UCB a long time ago.
That's like during Christmas they'll sing that Xenu song.
Xenu.
And after Zeno.
Was that
We just
is
need
that the
another
peanut butter and
word.
jelly song?
Yes, but these people love Xenu and peanut butter. Is this offensive to Scientologists? Probably, right?
I don't know.
I don't know if you have to worry about that one.
No, I'm
honestly.
not.
That's
I'm not. I no offense. I don't like to like judge anyone for their religion, but like,
yeah, I'm with you. I
know,
get it. Yeah.
if the religion
Yeah.
was made 1,000-something years ago, you kind of like get why none of it has been like dispelled. But if religion was made like 50 or 60 years ago,
Yeah, it's a
and
little
like
trickier.
the person who created it laid out the groundwork of what he was doing and
he
why he
was
was
ugly.
doing, and he was
ugly,
fucking
too. You're
ugly.
like,
Yeah, he's
well,
a
we
fat
get why
Frankenstein
he's
fuck.
trying
Yeah.
to convince you.
Everybody wanted to fuck Jesus. Everybody was attracted to Moses. Everybody was attracted to the
Jesus
Buddha.
and Dracula, you gotta have the depictions. You gotta have a handsome
Yes.
fucker in there.
I think
yeah.
we have a new movie.
Moses
Jesus
too,
versus
yeah.
Dracula. Pretty cool movie idea.
And I
And
hope
Moses
Jesus
shows
wins.
up. Yeah, yeah. I by the way, I got confirmed, but that was like the furthest. I then like I stopped going to
Yeah.
church. I don't want it to make it seem like I'm a big church, but I do. There like besides that, the Catholicism in me is like I'm agnostic / Catholic probably.
Yeah.
I'll go and it's I'm just playing with my pills. It's
And those are the ones that are for the ass.
these are my ass pills.
Yeah. So you can play with them all you want.
You take them in the mouth, but they're for your ass.
Therefore, they are for my ass.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was confused. I thought they go straight into the ass for the mouth.
So
no,
you're
no,
doing a
but I do
pill-
have mouth pills that are suppositories,
Nice.
which is very
Okay.
strange. Yeah,
And they're
like
making you
opposite.
very ill.
And you have some pills that are suppository then mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You sort of dip them.
Yeah,
the UCLA study, like, hey, I think we know what's wrong. I think you've been sick because
There's a bunch of
Yeah,
poop
you
in
do.
your throat.
You don't know how to take pills, basically, in general.
you've been brushing your teeth with preparation H.
I put my toothpaste in that bottle right next to each
But
other.
your
That sounded like the end of a your mama joke.
Right.
Is that she brushes her teeth with preparation H?
It does. Your mom is so stupid and has such bad hemorrhoids.
Another friend growing up, his a good friend of mine who I won't say names, but his dad was like in the Irish mafia and was like
wow.
a right hand man of a notorious Irish gangster. And then
Pretty close.
and then I did this movie with Jesse Plemons, and he played my friend's dad in a movie. It was very very strange. Yeah. It was wild. Yeah.
What's Plemons
Very
like?
dope.
He was very nice.
He seems awesome.
He was very, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, a good actor.
The
very nice guy.
talented people are usually pretty
Yeah,
nice. and
yeah,
humble.
that's very
it's the
true.
hacks
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
the problem.
Right.
Yeah,
What do they have
you're
to
not
complain
wrong.
about? Being rich and awesome?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I'm nice because I'm happy.
Yes, yeah. It makes sense.
And the dude loves what he does, so he's like, why would I be rude to people on set when we're all working and collaborating on the same fucking thing to be good?
Right.
It's crazy to
100%,
be
yeah.
the most collaborative thing you can possibly do. At least one is filmmaking. How could you go on set and be like, one of my writers is people can't look at me or some shit like you got to be a fucking psychopath, weirdo loser.
Yeah.
Or-
Though, see, another thing too is like Daniel Day-Lewis. He's known to stay. He's a character. He's a what's it called? A method actor,
yeah.
and he's like known to stay in character. And I was like, you would like to work on a movie with him, even though it maybe would be
Yeah.
weird, right? That's where I'm saying that
But
the
I
line
also
has
heard
to.
that dude's not rude. Like,
Yeah,
I heard
yeah.
He
He's just as
stays in
Lincoln
the-
as being very nice to you or
Or like,
whatever.
I heard
Excuse me, I'm reaching for that donut. 420 minutes ago, they replaced the donuts.
also you don't have to say what you're doing. Just take the donut, Mr. Lewis.
Excuse me, I, Abraham Lincoln, am getting a donut. That's what I do.
Mr. Lewis, it's day 200
I'm in
of
character.
filming.
I'm in
You don't need
character.
to
I
do
mean,
that. We know.
who? What character?
Now, Jared-
what movie?
Stop
Jared
saying
Leto,
that.
on the other hand,
Ah.
maybe seems a character or sort of method actor.
Yeah,
that seems
in
annoying.
a dick way, yeah. I also heard that they've been supposedly been coming for that guy for years, but it just never happened. He was something about running a cult and
Oh, God.
hanging with underage women and this and that. Hey,
My Christmas
I don't know,
wish:
but-
don't come after Jared Leto so much. Just
Come
let,
on.
we were
please
talking
let
about
him
this
be.
before the recording too. What is this about you and Jared? Every time I talk to you, it's Jared Leto this, Jared Leto that.
Never been a huge Jared Leto fan, so
Yeah, same.
not,
No offense, Jared Leto, but you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
one of those
He's
faces.
one of our biggest fans.
oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Fight
why I
Club,
feel bad.
You're pretty good in a Requiem for a Dream. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're great in God of War.
Let me ask you,
Yeah.
as all three of us are in the industry, do you get nervous ever talking shit about celebrities because I might work with this person?
I was like very nervous about like talking shit about movies I don't like or direct, and then it does get to a point where you're like, we should have confidence and not want to work with those people. You know what I mean? Like, especially
100%.
if someone's a jerk, like
100%.
Jared Leto. Is
I don't mind talking shit about Jared Leto and who's the other bum I was talking
J-Lo.
about? No, not J-Lo. No, J-Lo's not a bum. J-Lo, No, J-Lo, I'm not a huge fan of like what I've heard about her, but what she's accomplished on her own like is incredible.
Sure.
If anything, the dancing she does at her age is like ridiculous.
That's some good dancing.
I mean, it's
Incredible.
ridiculous. Like, I don't know how.
She's a star for a reason.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
Did you see the new video she was doing?
No.
Xenu. She did like.
Shaking the butt.
Xenu. Okay, well, I guess now we know why.
J-Lo, I feel like I've said this before, but J-Lo, her whole thing used to be having the biggest ass in the world.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's the most normal ass I've ever seen. Asses have changed.
Asses have changed.
It used to
like
be
you
all about
specifically
titties. I'm not impressed. I don't mean impressed. I
She's
just
there.
mean,
What?
I also think people don't care about that
looking
shit
like
anymore. I think people
Yeah,
just
yeah.
care less about that aspect, you know?
Well, no, I mean BBLs and everything. It's gone fully insane. I saw a video. I don't know what it was. A couple weeks ago, but it was like a.
By the way, this is what these pills do. By the way,
They give you a BBL.
I'm trying to.
That's why you got to put them directly in the site.
Out of
Really
frame.
fast.
My man, is your ass suddenly gorgeous?
Yeah. What the hell?
I was gonna say I'll quick. Sorry, I want you to. But you're right. The acid. But I just want to say a lot of these people that I don't know. Like there's bad stories about Jared Leto's or whatever. But like a lot of these people that you talk shit about. I don't know. I don't know them. I've never had experience with them. But like I can only judge things on what I see or whatever. And
same thing with Jeremy Piven. I've heard just bad things, and then it's like you hear enough bad things. It's there's smoke, there's fire. If it's quacking, it's ducking.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with that.
Sometimes, but you're right. It isn't fair to judge just off of hearsay. But then sometimes in our industry, like okay, here's an example. I remember it was maybe like 20 years ago or 15 years ago. Somebody I was talking to that was like had been an AD for many years was telling me about Kevin Spacey. How this dude is like, bro, this dude's like a predator.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you can't
didn't
listen to
get
that
canceled till like 15 years later. What happened?
You can't listen to that stuff.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
did they
until
mean he was
Kevin
a predator,
Spacey
or
walked
were they
in.
thinking about him for like the new Predator movie?
You'd be great.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's what it
I
was.
just saw a Kevin
They're saying
Spacey video.
he's
He's
Oh,
doing
I
a
saw this
one-person
too. I
show.
know, I
He's
saw
doing
this.
like a lounge act, going like, "Where's my love?"
Yes.
or whatever. And
Did you
it's-
see me
Are
in
you
the
being
audience?
cheering for him, tears in your eyes, just like, let this man come back.
No, there's a lot of stories that you hear that hey, even us UCB improvisers will hear about people, and you'll be like, oh, all right,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's that sort of thing of like you're like you hear those stories like, ugh, sounds like a bad guy, and then it does take 15 years, like you're saying, but you're like, I can't, I'm not going to be the person to arrest him. I don't know what to do in that
Yeah,
scenario.
yeah,
I'm not I'm not excited to work for him or
all you
whatever.
can do is like listen to the voices around you, make your own decision, and then just choose. Like I mean, but it's just interesting that somebody can do that shit. Everybody knows, but they're still getting away with it.
Right.
Year.
Yeah, it's a
after
bummer.
year
That
after
is
year.
that's a true.
Right.
That's the bad side of
And it's not just
power,
on the industry.
Of
It
course.
happens in
No, it's
every
just
industry.
power. It's like, how are you going to tell on a millionaire who's your boss?
Yeah,
Everyone's like,
yeah.
well, they're my boss too. Shut up. You know?
Yeah.
Pretty scary.
Or in our position, we don't know these people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right,
It's
right,
like,
right,
like if I saw him doing something bad, I of course would be like, hey, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah. No, but this is more just like the hearsay, and it's
And
like
hearsay is tricky because I don't know what is real or what's not. But you're right. If there's smoke, there's fire usually.
right.
But for me too, like there's like on Doughboys, I'll be like, I don't like this movie or this director. People are like, careful. I'm like, you don't want to like make that person mad. I'm like, well, you know what? If I don't like it, then maybe I should stand by that, and I don't want to work with that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
you
also
gotta have that
pretty easy to go
confidence.
like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean that too.
You know,
I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I mean, I did. on Doughboys, I said fuck Chris Pratt and he's a fake fat guy, and then I got cast in a movie with Pratt, and I was like, and then I met him, and he was a nice enough man. He was a very nice man when I was there. We're definitely different people, but he was a very nice guy, and I had a good experience with him. So it's like, I don't know, it's hard to tell.
I met him.
I
met him on the set of Mom when he was still with Anna Faris, and he was very, very nice and down to earth. Just like, I think this is when he was still on. He was on Parks and Rec or Community. Which one was he on?
Oh yeah, Parks and Rec. Yeah,
I think this is when he was still on Parks and Rec and like didn't have that, but his energy was just such a genuine, down to earth guy. And then I guess you can only get so famous before people start dissecting every aspect of your life.
Well, speaking of respecting those around you and listening, one of our brilliant producers has told me our episode is just about over.
Okay.
So let's end it. I think this has been a great, strong episode. Mitch, it's been a pleasure having you.
Can I ask you one last thing?
Please.
One, do you guys still believe in Santa in any way? Two, have you heard any bad things about him? Because I would be crushed if I heard. And I just, we heard him walking on the roof earlier.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Is this episode going to come out in March?
I believe, yes, this episode's coming out in March 2027.
All right, 2027.
Yeah, we
You're
bank
holding me
usually
for that long.
Yeah.
I get it.
We're a big get. We really want to promote it well enough.
The smoke there's fires thing. You're waiting to see what happens.
Exactly. We've heard some of what you've said here today, and we're just waiting. Yeah,
coming in 2 years.
No, I believe in Santa. I think he's real, and I heard he's got his clothes in the car. That's what I've heard. I've heard that sort of I know Santa.
I believe in Santa. I believe he also takes certain medication rectally, and I think. There is. Wait, what was the other question? Like, is he a nice guy? Oh, he's the nicest.
Really
you kidding
nice.
me?
Jolly.
Let me just say that you two may be going on a nice list this year.
Ooh. I like to
Goodbye,
hear that.
boys.
Goodbye.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Mike. Oh, Santa.
You're a great producer. Could have me fly out of the scene here with some editing, right?
Absolutely.
We'll give it a shot.
I like just saying something that's like, do this dumb joke that no one will enjoy, and then giving you 3 hours of work.
Sure.
So, Mike.
Yes.
It's such a pleasure to have you,
Truly.
my man.
An honor to be here.
It's. Is there anything that you would like to plug or talk about, or?
Oh, sure.
Not that audience doesn't already know you, but
Yeah.
The first 2 seasons of Twisted Metal are streaming on Peacock. Check
Yes.
that
So
out
great
this
in
holiday
it.
season.
It's
Oh,
an
thank you so
awesome
much.
show. So
Yeah,
great
it's
in
a
it.
fun show. I know. I like. There's a lot of comedy people in there, and I hope that keeps happening. I want more and more funny people from our worlds to get in there. I would
love it.
I would love you dudes to get in there. I would
we
love.
love it, my man.
Thanks for paving the way, my man.
Oh my
My
God!
man.
Yeah. I've had a blast doing that, and that's on Peacock, and then Doughboys, which Ryan has been on, and Payam, we got to come and do it.
It'd be my honor.
Oh, we got to get you in there. We're gonna have you back as well. Yeah.
Love it. Always
Maybe
the
we could
best
have you.
show to do.
We could have you. I mean, we could have you both
like
on together
it.
to
Thank you. We
promote
love
this.
it. Love it.
promote
Folks,
this
you
show.
know Doughboys. It's impossible you don't know it. And if you don't know it, now you know, right?
Yeah, get
That's
your
right.
head out of your ass.
That's right.
Yeah.
Put a pill in there. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.
We love you.